Welcome to an Introduction to Accounting, brought to you by Parkbench Tutors and narrated by David Hopcroft. For more information on Parkbench Tutors, just look us up on Facebook or visit us at parkbenchtutors.com. In this podcast we're going to continue our look at cost accountings, and we're going to see how we can apportion services and do some reapportioning work. Our first example is for the Spiral Space products, who do robotic vehicles for use in industry, and these have 3 separate production departments, and they treat cleaning and stores as service departments. They're going to use the number of employees for the basis for the apportioning of the costs. So the sniffer robot area has 200 employees, painting robots 50 employees, mining robots 100 employees. So if we do that as a ratio, 200 to 50 to 100 comes to 4 to 1 to 2. So let's look at the costs to be apportioned for a month. For both the cleaning and the stores, we have heating and lighting, staff wages, insurance, materials, and the depreciation on the building. So heating and lighting have been put in, staff wages have been put in. You'll see the wages obviously are the bulk of the costs at the moment, and we add insurance and materials for each, and then we add depreciation on the buildings, and of course the next thing we have to do is to total all of these. So we have 49,000 to apportion for cleaning and 21,000 for the stores. And we're going to apportion the cleaning and stores figures between the 3 production areas for sniffer robots, painting robots, and mining robots in the ratio of 4 to 1 to 2. So to do the cleaning, it's 49,000 multiplied by 4/7, which is 28,000. Painting, 49,000 multiplied by 1/7, which is 7,000. And mining, 49,000 multiplied by 2/7, which is 14,000. So we've now apportioned the costs for cleaning. Now let's do it for stores. 21,000 by 4/7 comes to 12,000. 21,000 by 1/7 is 3,000. 21,000 by 2/7 is 6,000. Now we need to total these. So we have 40,000 for the sniffer robots, 10,000 for the painting robot area, and 20,000 for the mining robot area. So we apportioned the service areas between 3 production areas. Now sometimes it's necessary to go even further and do what we call reapportioning. So we're going to look at a reapportioning example for Red Exploration, producing biospheres, the Halley and the Hoyle. They have a cleaning and stores departments, and costs so far have been allocated on the basis of floor space to 4 departments: the Halley production area, Hoyle production area, quality control area, and maintenance area. And the areas in square meters are shown: Halley 5,000, Hoyle 10,000, quality control 2,500, maintenance 5,000. So the ratio for the allocation will be the 5,000 to 10,000, 2,500 to 5,000, which is 2 to 4 to 1 to 2. So now look at the initial totals for cleaning and stores. We have 81,000 to apportion for cleaning, 18,000 to apportion for stores. Let's apportion the cleaning part first. 81,000 multiplied by 2/9 comes to 18,000, and similarly for the others. So we're going to apportion 18,000 for Halley, 36,000 for Hoyle, 9,000 for quality control, and 18,000 for maintenance. And now we have the stores to apportion. So 18,000 times 2/9 gives 4,000 for the Halley, and similarly for the Hoyle we're going to get a figure of 8,000, for quality control 2,000, for maintenance 4,000. Let's sum all those up. So we have figures of 22,000 apportioned to Halley, 44,000 apportioned to Hoyle, 11,000 to quality control, and 22,000 to maintenance. Now we're going to try and reapportion the costs of the quality control and maintenance, and we're going to look at how we reapportion them. So we do quality control on the number of operations, or the number of tests. So the Halley requires 5,000, the Hoyle requires 3,000, so it's a ratio of 5 to 3. But we're going to do maintenance on a different basis. We're going to reapportion maintenance on the basis of floor space, and we've already found it earlier. The Halley occupied 5,000 square metres, Hoyle 10,000 square metres, so the ratio there is 1 to 2. So we're almost ready now. We've got our Halley and our Hoyle areas, and we've got our two ratios, quality control 5 to 3 and maintenance 1 to 2. The amount that we're going to allocate is 11,000 from quality control and 22,000 from maintenance. So I allocate that, and I have 6,875 for quality control to Halley, 4,125 quality control to Hoyle, and for the maintenance 7,333 for the Halley, 14,667 for the Hoyle. So if I total those, I've allocated now 14,208 to Halley, 10,452 for Hoyle. That's my reapportioning. Now what I've got to do is add the first apportioning cost back in. So the Halley was 22,000, Hoyle was 44,000, giving us a total for the Halley of 36,208 and for the Hoyle of 54,452. Important thing here is to look at what we've done, because on the first apportioning, what we were doing was making the Hoyle seem as if it was the larger centre there, twice as high as the Halley, but because of things like the operations, when you apportion differently, you find the difference is nowhere near as large. Okay, that ends our podcast on apportioning and reapportioning of costs, brought to you by Park Bench Tutors, narrated by David Hopcroft. If you want all the playlists for our costing, then sign up on Moodle. You can do that through parkbenchtutors.com. Thank you for watching and for listening. We wish you success in your studies.